Hello, everyone. I want to talk to you about business. I want to talk to you about becoming an entrepreneur and what does it take to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to make a couple of videos, and these videos that I'm going to make, hopefully they're very informative, but they help you to look into becoming an entrepreneur and also understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So I want to make a series of videos. I want to make them short because I don't think everyone wants to spend a lot of time listening to too many things, such as business. And if they do like to read these things or to look at these videos, those are just special individuals like myself. Because I do pay attention to people talking about business. I do pay attention to people talking about entrepreneurship. I do pay attention to people talking about how to get my finances together. And all this is incorporated and structured through business. So let me just speak on this for a minute. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business. My business is called LouHall.com. And Lou Hall is a demolition junk removal landscaping business that I started. And with this particular business that I started, I had to make sure that I did a lot of homework. The homework that I did was to make sure that I really wanted to do this because I strongly believe that you should never get into something that you don't want to be the best at. If you want to be the best at it, then you should put everything that you have into it, believe it, create passion, but more importantly, understand the commitment that you're going to have. There's a lot of things that when it comes to business, people think it's very simple, but it's not. Reality is, if you have a full-time job or a part-time job, don't quit your job. Do not quit your job because your job invests in you and you invest in your business. It's just that simple. So you have to be committed to knowing that if I don't give myself an investment, no one else is going to invest in me. So here, this is what I say. These are a few steps that I tell people to follow. Find out what you want to do. Very simple. Find out what you want to do. Find out what you're good at. Find out what people say to you. Hey, you should do this. I've eaten some things from people and I've told people, wow, that's good. You should do something with that. I've seen people give me brochures. And I said, hey, where'd you get that from? They said, I designed that. It's like, wow, you should go into business as a graphic designer. But there are so many opportunities to become an entrepreneur. And the very first thing that we should talk about is finding those or finding that thing, that one thing that you can do or that you enjoy doing well. Now, when you pick that thing, when you pick that particular process of your life, think about how committed to you it will be and how committed to it you will be. And that's important because we get involved in business because of money. Money is not the key for business. It is about wanting to do this. It has to be a passion, but you must want to be the best at it. Then money comes afterwards. And that is the key. Money comes with all the proper things you put in place to get the business where it wants to. So find something that you like. Find something you can do. Maybe you have an invention. I've been in corporate America over 35 years. I've been executive manager in these corporate structures, and I've learned a lot. I consider corporate structure, life, all the people I've spoke to, the books, everything I've done, I consider that my college of education so that I can work on still getting a doctorate and a master's degree and all that stuff. Those are my teachers, my instructors. Where to you, you might have went to school and gained some knowledge, but there's nothing better than actually being on the job training or to be an intern. I tell people when you find what you want to do, it now requires you to do research. It now requires for you to find out the facts, the details, all the information you need, all the necessities. Find you a mentor. Reach out to people. Don't be afraid to spend money, to speak to people that you feel are going to give you money as far as give you information for money, I should say, or how to grow a business, develop a business, because there's a lot of factors in becoming an entrepreneur. It's just not about putting something up and expecting people to show up. It doesn't work like that. It's not about just doing something and putting out a couple of flyers. It doesn't work like that. Every business is governed. Every business is controlled. Every business is referred. Every business is monitored by the owner. So if the owner is bad, all those things I named, it just doesn't work out well. The owner is responsible for making sure that everyone around him or her is doing everything at its highest level. But it begins with you. Okay, we're going to go into that because I have a lot to say to help you do that. I am one of the best at customer service. I am the king of customer service. I can show any company how to improve their customer service at the highest level. I'm great at that, and I know I'm great at that. But I'm going to share some of the things I can with you on video to hopefully that you can take some information from me and really get into being an entrepreneur. So don't be afraid. Stop being afraid of being an entrepreneur. You know what you can do. You know you can bake cookies. You know you can cook, make banana pudding. You know you can cook. You know you can an interior designer. You know you could cut grass. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know people who are making tons of money cutting grass, sealing driveways, cutting down trees, electricians, plumbers, driving school. So many different things I can go over with you about people who are making tons of money and reinvesting in themselves or into other things like real estate and many other things. But they all consider themselves the best. And that is the only way for you to be able to run a business is know that you are the best. Like I have the best food. I have the best banana pudding. I'm the best graphic designer. I have to have the best. You have to have that. But the best doesn't start and finish with you saying it. The best, as one of my friends, one of my best friends used to always say, is that I don't care what you say. It is your actions that makes me see the truth. So that's what it is with business. It's not about what you do. As far as when you say you're going to do it, that's fine. But the action of you completing the whole process is really what people look at, right? So somebody walks into your business or somebody talks to you or deal with your business, and the customer service experience, the business experience starts from the moment they speak with you. It is okay for someone to talk about customer service, but if you don't give the customer service to the people, it is kind of difficult for the people to give you the customer service back. Your number one priority in business. There's nothing else that matters. I don't care if you're in the service industry, turnkey, whatever it is, e-commerce, doesn't matter. Customer service is the number one piece to your business. Hear me when I tell you that. But there's ways to do customer service, okay? Ways to do customer service. Customer service isn't just about, hello, how are you? No, it's more than that when it comes to customer service. And I'm going to lay out to you all the things that you need to know about customer service. And guys, don't be afraid to reach out to me if you need some information. I can share with you information. I even have people that I can refer you to from, you name it, finance to organization to structure to whatever you need. And if I don't have it right offhand with the people that I know, all these people know someone that can help you. But I really, really push and stress entrepreneurship because as I'm out there doing what I do, I don't see a lot of people that I would think who can be entrepreneurs. I see people working for people because, you see, I talk to quite a few people. And people call me and get in contact with me and they say, hey, Sid, I'm trying to get into business. I have an invention. All these things. And the reason why they ask me these things is because I'm an inventor. I invented something already. I had it made. I'm in the process of inventing something else. I've had businesses for over 30 years. So everyone asks me, what do I need to do? How can I do this? How can I do what you're doing? How can I get to where you are? Or whatever the case may be. And I'm always giving them answers. I'm always giving them. And trust me, I've got some people who've taken advantage of my information and they're doing well. They're doing good. And we'll talk about those soon. I just don't want to crowd up this video and bore your brains. So find out what you want to do. Let's do that first. Find out what you want to do. Write it down. Get a piece of paper, write it down. This is what I want to do. Once you figure out what you want to do, now you need to find out, how can it commit itself to me and how can I commit myself to it? So put those things together. What are the negatives? What are the positives? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And who do I need to contact to find out? Because you need to network. You need to have mentors. You need to be in front of the people who are doing the same thing, like minds, as they say, and help people to know who you are and where you're going. Because people will help you. You must read. Everybody, listen to me. You got to read. Go to your nearest bookstore. Go to your library. Go online. But you got to read. Read. Call. Network. Don't be afraid to spend money. That's why if you have a full-time job or a part-time job, they are your immediate investors. They are investing in you. Then once they invest in you on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, now you take your investment and you're putting it back into yourself. That's what you have to do if you want to be committed to being an entrepreneur. Trust me, it is a wonderful experience if you are working a job and on the side you have a business that is bringing in additional income. That additional income really plays a part in your sanity. Trust me, it does. And look at all your, and I read a lot of bios, look at all your people. I read the book on Home Depot, Sean John. I read the book on how Costco got started. I read the book on how a lot of people got started, to be honest with you. I do a lot of reading on these books. And there's other books that I have, I don't want to promote anybody's books, but I got a book here that says follow your passion and your power. I got tons of books. I have a inside of here, there's nothing but books. And I read all the time. So therefore I like to read on how people got started. That's what I want to read, because I like to know if this big business, this big company, where did they come from? How did they do it? I don't want to know the person that got $1 million from their family and started a company. I don't want somebody that come from somebody rich. I like to speak to people who have lost it so many times to where they really knew what failure was. And now they've made success out of what they've learned from where they have failed. And those are important to me because that's the reality of it. So once you find out what you want to do, follow those instructions. If you have any questions, you can ask me and I'll be able to guide you. But I have more to tell you. I'll tell you in the upcoming videos what you need to do once you find out what you want, once you find out what you're going to do, once you've created passion behind it, once you have a drive behind it. Now I can give you more information because I have tons and tons of information. Okay? Hope you subscribe to my channel, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.